Hey, everyone, and welcome back to the Patient Players Podcast. Thank you for joining us. You are listening to episode 47. This is our August, the 31st episode. Completely crazy. We're already at the end of August. What is going on? I am your host, as always, Daniel, joined by, once again, the co hostess with the mostest, Jordan.
Joined by your
How you doing,
lovable co-host who didn't realize there are 31 days in August.
Jordan?
I had to look at my calendar, and how funny it would be if we recorded on the 30th, and then you're like, this is August 32nd episode.
Well, I knew it was the 31st because I looked at it ahead of time because I did know there were 31 days in August. You want to know how like, to this day, I remember which months? Yeah. You're doing it
August,
on the
June
video.
has November, 31 in September. That's how it works,
Oh,
right?
no, I just do both knuckles.
But you count your
just do-
knuckles. Oh.
You just do, yeah. And then when you put your hands up together, the one that's doubled just work. Okay, for anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, uh, if you make fists with your hands and you put them side by side, you look at the knuckles. The parts of the knuckles that are up are the months with 31 days, and the parts of the knuckles that are down are 30 days, and or February, which is weird. And so,
Every 4 years, right?
yeah. But that's just how I've always remembered it.
This little piggy went to market. The market went to this little piggy's home. Wait.
That sounds like a lesson in online sales.
I told this little piggy said, "Did you know you can make a lot of money from your home selling my beauty products?" There you go. And that's how you know which months have which days.
Multi-level picketing.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, if you are new to the podcast, thank you for joining us. If you are old to the podcast, thank you for joining us. Whoever you are, thank you for joining us. This is a podcast where we're going to talk about video games. We're going to talk about gaming in the slow lane, where we go back and play whatever games we feel like at the given moment, whether it's something that we love and we want to replay, whether it's something that got a new update, or whether it is something we just missed the first time around and managed to get a good deal on. That is what you're going to hear about. You're going to hear about those kinds of deals out there. We've got a lot of them for you this week because we have all of the announcements of the September deals that are coming out.
I'm so excited. I don't know what they are.
It's going to be
So,
cool. It's going to be a good podcast.
You guys are going to get to learn along with me what the deals are. And I even have a deal that I'm excited to tell Daniel about that I hope as soon as the podcast is over, he's going to go buy it. And if he doesn't, I'll kill him. And it'll be just me next week on the podcast.
Well, that incentivizes me to buy it pretty strongly.
Yep.
But as soon as we get into the games here in a moment, I already bought a game in the last 24 hours.
Daniel, we don't buy games.
I know. Okay, we'll get to that. The last thing that you, dear listeners, need to know is that the best part of the podcast is at the end where we answer your questions. You can do the question submission online at patientplayers.com/discord and go to the podcast question section, or you can email us at patientplayerspodcast@gmail.com. And if you didn't already know this and you're hearing this lovely podcast in your lovely ears, you lovely person, you can be joining us for our live recordings over the weekends. You can go to patientplayers.com/listen to find all the different ways to be notified about that. But that is enough of that junk out of the way. We're here. It's time for a podcast. It's going to be a good one. How are you doing, Jordan?
I'm doing so well. I'm still focused on this game that you bought. Like, at least tell me it was on sale. Like, surely.
Okay. I have some rough news for you.
Okay.
I bought a new game, and that's the end of the rough news.
I don't think I'm going to make it.
I was not a patient player this week, but there's more to the story. There's more to this story.
But does it change the sadness that I'm feeling in my heart right now?
Let me finish the story, and then you tell me how you feel, okay?
Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
That's fair.
So I am a committed patient player at my core, but I felt the tempting pull of a Dark Souls-like game called Mortal Shell, which we have briefly talked about when we saw the PC gaming show earlier this year. And I was really pumped up about it. And there was like a beta a few weeks ago. I haven't been paying any attention to it. I completely forgot about it. But it launched this past week. And
wow, I honestly can't believe it launched already. Did the game show say it was coming out that soon?
I don't think it did because I was also super surprised that it like released already. I thought it was going to be early access, but no, it's just the game's out. It is not on Steam. It is
Oh
exclusively
no.
on Epic Games for a while.
Exclusively to Origin Launcher. Yeah. No, no. I'll do you one better. Exclusive to the Ubisoft launcher. I don't even know what it's called.
I know what it's called.
What is
It's
it
called
called?
Uplay.
Uplay. Ugh.
The Uplay client, yeah.
Ugh.
Uh, but I got on the Epic Games Store and I found this game that was ready to be purchased. And I was like, do I really want to just buy this game brand new? Like, I have all the other games I've been playing and playing a lot of Dead Cells. I'll talk about that later. But so you know what? I had like a recent windfall. I had some funds I wasn't expecting to have. So I was like, yeah, I feel good about this. I'm gonna go against my normal desire to wait for a deal, and I'm just gonna jump in and pay full price. I'm gonna be dangerous. I'm gonna be rebellious, right?
Living in
So I
the
added
fast lane. Can I at least ask if it was is this a $60 new title or one of those indie $40 titles?
Oh, no, it's only $30.
Oh, okay. That changes. That's a lot.
So I was feeling a little rebellious. I swerved into that fast lane, and then I put it in my cart, and I went to check out, and then I just got pushed right back into that slow lane because it was like, "Oh, well, we're gonna apply your $10 Epic coupon from the summer sale." And so I
Hey,
failed. I even failed at buying a brand new game without getting a sale. I can't not get a sale on these games.
dude, you're
It's
too good at what
literally
you do.
impossible.
That's wonderful. You know the signs that are like the fast lane is for passing only. That's what you did. You're like you didn't stay there. You're like, "Nah," and then you immediately got back into the slow lane.
I was like, I was only in the brand new section of the store long enough to click the game, and then I was like right comfortably back in the discounted area. I was like, here we are, $20 for Mortal Shell. And so I played a bunch of that last night, and boy, I would love to talk about some Mortal Shell with you. Do you want to hear about it?
I am so excited to hear about this because I saw you playing it last night,
Hmm.
and I've been really excited because the Gamescom trailer was it Gamescom? Is that am I referring to that right?
Uh, the one that we saw together,
Yeah,
that was the PC gaming show.
PC gaming show. Yeah, the PC gaming show. The trailer of it looked really good, but not finished, and so I'm looking forward to hearing from you if it actually is finished.
Okay, the good news is the wormfish makes sound now
Good.
when it goes through the water. It's not just silently swimming. There are little tiny splishy noises. Um, I can confirm it is called the wormfish. That's just what it's called.
Okay.
Yeah, there was definitely a dialogue prompt at one point that said "call the wormfish." Um, so that's cool. All right, I've purposely
You
not
used to call
told
me on
you.
my wormfish.
I've purposely not talked about this game with any good or bad language yet because I wanted to.
You haven't.
Uh, I wanted my impression to come fresh to you from this podcast, right? Because I don't often jump into these new games, and it's kind of new, and it looked kind of broken. So like, is it any good or not? Well, let me tell you a few things about this game, and then you tell me if you think I like it or not. One, it has necromancy. Two, there are two different parry mechanics,
Okay.
and
Is one a
and
platypus?
no, unfortunately, not yet.
Okay, that'll be
I
the
haven't
third one.
unlocked. You can customize your parry and riposte to give you special powers, though, and I've only unlocked one of them. So there might be a parry the platypus parry down the
Wow,
line.
sweet. Or the
Um,
first DLC pack.
yeah, possibly. You know, when they do the Disney crossover with
Hmm.
Mortal Shell.
Mortal Shell meets Phineas and Ferb. I mean, they did release a new Phineas and Ferb episode or movie yesterday. So there you go.
See, now I'm just picturing the little like spirit you control walking up and possessing Ferb's body, and he just pulls out like a two-handed greatsword.
That's wonderful.
Uh, but yeah, so on top of all of that, I'm loving this game. It is so good. It is so good.
Wow, that is high praise. You stopped abruptly right there with the not talking positive negative. You went full on
Yes.
absolute positive.
Honestly, Jordan, there was twice where I was just sitting in my room by myself and I just was like 10 out of 10. Just 10 out of 10. This is so good. I am loving it. Okay, there is a moment. I'm okay, I'm gonna take a step back because when you're
Okay.
playing these Souls-like games, part of it is the unknown, right? You don't know what you're getting into. You
Into
go
the
in,
unknown.
Man, this Disney crossover is just going so far at
That's
this
DLC
point.
Pack 2, Elsa's Grand Adventure.
Right, and then Sora shows up from Kingdom Hearts.
No. No weeaboos.
So the cool thing about these games is not really knowing what you're getting into, right? So like you get to a new area, you don't know what's there, you explore, you find a new item, it does something crazy. Like there's an item I could tell you about that I actually thought was really hilarious, but it's hilarious because you don't know what it does.
Oh,
And
Daniel,
then
I just came to a terrible realization.
what's that?
I can't mooch off your copy of the game.
Because it's on the Epic Game Store and you can't do the game sharing like on Steam.
No.
But here's a question, Jordan. Have you bought anything since the summer sale?
I don't remember. On Epic?
Yeah.
I really don't know.
It might be $20 for you, and it is super good, at least so
Interesting.
far.
I wonder if there's a way to check. Do I have a coupon? I guess I can just like add it to my cart and see if it applies anything.
Yeah, do that.
I'll
Let
do
me
that on the podcast and we'll find out in a second.
let me keep explaining a few things. So, if you haven't heard much about this game, picture an action RPG like Dark Souls. You're a knight walking around with a sword and you're swinging at guys, and it's very difficult. And if you die, you drop your stuff. You have to go back and get it. All the tropes are there. The control scheme is exactly the same as Dark Souls. It's not even trying, but they've added a hardening mechanic, which means that you can harden your whole body like rock at any point, even mid animation of a different animation. So
Oh, I like that.
it means you can be gearing up for like a heavy attack, and in a normal game you would have to only do that when there's an opportunity to get the full swing. But this time around, if the enemy tries to interrupt you by attacking you, you can just freeze your whole body for a split second. They bounce off of the rock, and then you just complete your animation and you hit them with a heavy attack. So that's really cool, and that's kind of the beginning parry mechanic. Um, I of course started the game and immediately tried to ignore the obvious signs pointing me towards my first like body I get to possess that gives me armor and health, and I
Wh-
tried to play through
Why?
for fun, just
Just
to see what would
to
happen.
make it harder on yourself?
Yeah, because the whole point is you start off as like this spirit object, and then you have a sword and you can play the game that way, but you basically only have one hit until you die. And then you find these shells, there's four of them, and they're kind of like your characters that you can inhabit.
Mm-hmm.
And they have different stats. So here's the tanky guy, here's the fast guy, here's the guy who has lots of special abilities, that kind of thing. And when you inhabit that body, that's where all of your health comes from. And in fact, um, when
Where does
you
my health come from?
when you get knocked out of the body, that's when you die, and it actually gives you a chance to run back and
Oh,
inhabit the body again. So it's kind of like Sekiro, where you get that extra life one time. Where if you get knocked out one time, you can actually, if you survive as a spirit for long enough and you don't get killed right away, you can run back to your body and jump back in, and you get a full
wow.
heal.
Wow, 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 wow. I do have the coupon.
So you can get it for $20 if you want it.
$21.24.
All right. Well,
Also, can
I
I just
really
say
suggest it.
the clip that plays on the store page,
Uh-huh.
this game looks incredible.
Yes.
Like graphics wise, oh my
Yes.
word, it's beautiful.
It is so good looking. I was having so much fun. I I would love to tell you. Okay,
How is this
this
$30?
I don't think it's very big.
Okay.
So I think that from what I've seen, there's just a few zones outside of the starting zone. I think it's all a pretty closely connected hub. But I'm okay with that. I would rather have a short, like and very tight experience.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm gonna
Plus, the more
describe one moment.
successful it does, they'll make, DLC packs.
Yeah, here's hoping. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I would be super down to play more of this game. So the moment I want to call out is, and for if you're gonna jump in yourself, I hate to do this. Skip ahead a little bit. It's not, it's literally just like a silly thing, but it's a silly thing that's so fun that I have to talk about it. But it was great because I didn't know it going in. But basically,
Oh
as
no.
soon as as soon as you start in like the main area,
Is
you walk
this
past.
not finding the first bonfire or the
It
equivalent
is
of it?
There are no bonfires.
No equivalent either?
Um, I mean, there are places you respawn, but the way the world is built out, so far I've only found two of them, and I've played for hours.
Okay.
It's very interesting the way the world works. But this is not the first bonfire. Basically, you walk out of the like starting area and you see the body you're supposed to inhabit. So of course I immediately went the other way to try to see how far I could get in the game without a body. And the first area you walk past has an item you can pick up called a lute. It's just like a guitar lute,
A
like an
loot.
instrument.
Oh,
It's
that
a
kind
lute.
of loot. I thought you meant
Yes.
like, yes, I found loot. But no, I found
No,
a loot.
I found a lute.
So
And
what is a loot box in that case? And
what
I'm
is
thinking
a
of like
lute?
just a box full of just a bunch of instruments. Yeah,
That
loot
works.
boxes.
That would be a good thing in this game.
It
Loots are amazing.
really
Well,
changes the definition of loot box.
and everything in the game is about doing something to become more familiar with it. So, like, you don't know anything about the bodies you're inhabiting, you don't know anything about the items, but as you use them, the descriptions get filled in more and more. So, like, the first time I use a healing item, it says, "Oh, this heals you." I'm like, "Oh, cool, I found a healing item." The second time I use it, it might tell me more about it. And by the time I've used it like 9 or 10 times, I get a bonus when I use it because I understand the item better. Right. Or there are items where I pick it up, I have no idea what it does. I just use it and I get some like crazy buff I didn't know about. But next time I find that item, the description will be filled out and it will tell me what it does. So the
Oh,
loot is kind of a way for you to learn that that's how it works because you pick it up and it's like a usable item and you use it and your character just sits down and starts like strumming on the strings and they are doing a really awful job at it. And then you get back up and you're like, oh, that
what?
was weird. And then if you use it again, you sit down and your familiarity level goes up and you start getting better at the loot. And so
Whoa, that's
you,
awesome.
of course, I sat there for like 5 minutes just playing the lute and doing nothing else until I was fully familiar with the lute.
Uh huh.
And so I became a lute master. And then after you do all of it, you find out that the lute actually has a purpose in the game, which is amazing. Do you want to hear what the lute does?
Please.
The lute taunts enemies.
So, are you not able to use it against enemies unless your proficiency is at max, or does it taunt them worse if you hadn't
No,
have
it just
trained?
you don't know what it does until then. Like you haven't figured out what it
Oh,
does until then.
but could you have
So
used it and then seen what it did?
possibly, yeah.
Okay.
There are some items that do change, right? Like there are items that once you hit max familiarity, you'll either get a bonus or their effect will change slightly. But
Oh,
a lot of them, they will always work. You just aren't 100% sure what they're doing until you've used it a couple times.
wow. That's really cool.
It is cool. But after getting that loot, the first group of enemies in the whole game between you and them are a bunch of bear traps you have to walk through. And so I was like, well, I'm going to play my lute. So I just sat down on the ground and started strumming on this lute. And these enemies just were like, "Arr," and they all started running at me and they all got caught in the bear traps. And then I just walked up and killed them all. I'm like, 10 out of 10. This game's amazing.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It gets better. Do you want to hear more about the loot?
Yes.
So
I love loot in video games.
the
Loots.
next the next time I tried to use the loot, it broke. It is a consumable item.
No.
I had to find a new loot.
No, this has been a roller coaster of emotions.
Then I
The
went,
rising action, he finds the loot. He develops a bond with this loot. The loot helps him out in this tough situation, only to be abandoned by the loot in the next scene.
right. This is the act 2 of the story, right? The loot
Uh-huh.
breaks. You're in the darkest part of your journey. At this point, I had tried to get further several times and ended up dying all the time
Because you didn't have your loot.
well, because one hit kills me because I was still not inhabiting a body. In
Oh.
fact, as soon as I went past that first area, I got to a second area and I was like, okay, there's a guy up there. Let me bring him towards me with the loot. So I sat down and started playing the loot. I accidentally aggroed an archer that I didn't see, and he just shot me in the head while I was playing the loot, and I had to respawn.
That's
It was,
depressing.
it was pretty bad.
That,
But
that would
then,
make for a great clip. Are you saving any of these clips? Any of these moments with G-Force?
no, I was just fully focused on playing the game.
That's fair. I feel like that's the actual way to play games.
And then so after getting past that next area, I defeated some like really tough enemies. I was like, okay, I'm getting the hang of this game. And then in the distance, I hear the faint sound of a lute playing. And I was like,
No.
that guy has a lute. And I walk over and there's an enemy camp and there's one guy playing the lute. And so far I've fought enemies, maybe 2 to 3 small enemies and one big enemy, right? That's like the groupings of enemies that I fought. I go to this camp where I hear the lute and there are 5 small enemies and 2 large enemies all in a circle listening to this lute. And I was like, I don't care. I'm getting that loot. And so I
Wow.
ran
So
in.
hold on. I need to say, I was about to ask if him playing the lute taunted you, but I think it did. From what you're saying, I would say it absolutely worked on you also.
100% I was taunted by this man's loot.
Yep. You're like, I need that loot.
And so I maybe that's why they want the loot from me, is they just think it sounds so nice. They're not angry
Aw.
at me. In fact, though, it does say in the description of the item when you use the loot, it says enrages enemies nearby due to the sheer audacity.
Just the fact that you're playing nice music in a terrible land or something.
Or that like your enemy walks up and instead of attacking you, he just sits down and starts playing an instrument. So I ran in and I mopped up that whole group of enemies, just killed them all. Thankfully, bashing my head against the enemies where one hit killed me enough times did give me the skill boost I needed to actually learn the combat fast, which is why I do that. That's why I always do that when I play these difficult games.
Right.
And I killed them and I looked at this loot and let me tell you, this new loot, Jordan, immaculate. It was like
Oh?
gilded. It was beautiful. I picked it up. It's called the indestructible loot.
Wow.
It's a permanent loot and it sounds different than the other one. And
What?
it's so good. There is one more chapter to the story. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Okay, I walked into the next area and there was a man with the loot just sitting there playing down a hallway and I was like, I'm going to kill this man eventually, but what happens if we both play the loot? And
Who
so
gets taunted?
I just walked up to him and I started playing the lute, and slowly his melody changed and he started matching my lute, and it started just playing like a duet, a
No.
lutette, a duet lute chorus, and we were both just chilling there,
I like
so
Duet.
happy, and it was so beautiful, and I was just like 10 out of 10. This game is amazing. And then I got tired of it, so I stopped playing and I jumped up and I slashed him, and he was bait. There was a big guy around the corner waiting to slash at you when you attack the loot player.
Oh, the typical Dark Souls.
It was so cool. I actually called Marion in at that point. I was like, Marion, you gotta hear this. So I had her come in and I showed her the loot and I was like, now watch this. And I walked over to the other guy and started playing with him and I put the headphones in and she got to hear the sick loot duet.
Oh my word. So do you get to pick up his loot after he dropped it? Not that you
No,
needed it.
none of the loots I'm able to pick up anymore. I think once I grab the indestructible one, I can't grab the other ones anymore.
Your man's like, I don't need any of that garbage anymore. I've
just
received king loot.
I'm just holding out that like somewhere in the world out there is like loot plus. Like there's some like legendary godlike loot out there that is like gonna give me some special bonus.
Man, my thought was, is there gonna be like, I don't know, a keyboard at some point? You just like kick open the stand and you start playing a nice jazzy tune on the keyboard.
It just becomes Monster Hunter. At
Yeah.
that point, you're doing the little like cooking jingle.
Yeah, little did you know, you actually started playing a band simulator. By the end of the game, you'll have every instrument mastered: the drum set, the guitar.
Well, despite what I've talked about, most of the game is not playing the loot. Most of it is playing a very hard Dark Souls-ish action game, and it is very, very fun. Um, I just happened to going the wrong way, like purposely ignoring the game being like, go over here. Went the other way to see how far I could get. And I found a secret room that basically is hard mode. I did not turn it on, but you go up to this shrine and it's like, hey, do you want to forsake ever going into a body ever again? And it's like,
Oh,
warning, this will disable using a shell for the rest of the game. And I was like, no, I do not want to do that on my first run through. Maybe when I want to do some super hard like solo run through in the future, I wonder
yeah.
what that would unlock.
I
But
thought that too. Like, I wonder what if you get any kind of reward for doing that.
it's so cool. And like the way they tell you where to go is it's very like finding those photos in Breath of the Wild where you have to recognize an image. So
Oh
you'll
yeah.
in like the hub of the game, like the world hub, you can see faint outlines of all of the weapons and the bodies that you can unlock. And if you go up to them and hit a button, it will give you 3 or 4 still images of like a memory of that person or that weapon entering an area. So you know that that's where their body is or that's where that weapon is, but you have to recognize the images to know where to go. So like
Whoa.
I know where one of the bodies are and one of the weapons is that I want to get because I remember passing that area and being like, that looks cool. And then it showed up in the image and I was like, hey, I know where that is. It's over by that boss.
Dang, what a sick game this has turned out to be.
I'm having a blast. Like, honestly, I was kind of hoping you would continue sleeping in and we wouldn't get the chance to record so I could just play more of
Oh my
it.
word. Oh, is it? Do you know if it's coming to consoles?
I think it is already on consoles.
Oh,
I
okay.
think.
Okay,
I could be wrong, though.
Epic Games was the PC exclusivity.
Correct. And it has a store page on Steam for sometime next year.
Okay, okay. Interesting. Man, I would want to wait for Steam, but the fact that I also have that $10 coupon, only getting it for $20, that
Well,
seems
for a single player game, why would you want to wait for Steam?
just because I like Steam.
Fair
I mean,
enough.
look at Kyle. Kyle literally bought a second copy of
Satisfactory.
Satisfactory just because he was on Steam. So,
Yes, so.
but
Doesn't make
that is
sense.
multiplayer, but that doesn't really change anything.
Yeah, doesn't super make sense to me. I mean, I guess if you're trying to like share it with someone, but with this game, I just wanted to play it, and
Right.
I thought I was just splurging, but it turns out I was actually being fiscally responsible. And as much as I'm loving this game, absolutely worth the 20 or $30.
That's hilarious. Dude, that's so cool to hear about.
Oh, by the way, because I was stubborn and I did not go to the hub area that the game is directing you towards at the very beginning of the game, and I decided to go exploring on my own, I went through probably like an hour worth of content and beat the first boss without the parry ability, only the hardening ability. Because there is a separate parry ability. So you
Okay.
can, so that first boss is really difficult, but I found out that I made him even more difficult than he needed to be because I didn't just walk to the main area where they teach you the parry mechanic.
Oh my gosh. But now you're so good at the game because you've had to be.
That's why I did that, right? I had to play around the boss and do it in a way that he wouldn't kill me when I couldn't parry his attacks. I could just because the harden is on a cooldown, so you can only do that every so often.
That makes sense. Is the area with the fish worm, is that the first boss?
Kind of. I don't know what would have happened if I'd beat it, but it's kind of a supposed to lose battle.
Right. It was kind of like that in the trailer they released too, wasn't it? Like the fish eats you at the end?
Yes. Now, I did get sent back to that area right before I quit playing the game, and I was able to rematch that guy. And when I lost, I could rematch him again. But
Ah.
I get the feeling you will do that over and over again because I'm pretty sure that's the guy that helps you unlock weapons.
Oh.
So I found a new weapon and I had to fight that guy to get the weapon, and he was using it.
Weird.
It's
Oh.
it's a really cool way too because
Oh.
because when you fight a boss in these kind of games like Dark Souls or Bloodborne or whatever, you have to learn their move set, right?
Yeah.
Well, the move set he's using is the move set of the weapon.
Yes,
So
you're like,
as
I
soon as
want that move set.
well, I didn't realize I was going to get it at first.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, "Oh, this is a boss. He's using the weapon that I want." And then I got the weapon and I started realizing that all the combos I could do were just all the same animations he was doing, and I immediately knew them all because I had memorized them fighting him, and so I knew which ones were slow and I knew which ones
Whoa.
had long reach.
Wow.
It's so good.
What a cool game. Who made this game?
I
Is
don't
this
know,
just like a
but
itty bitty indie game?
with all the fun stuff with the loot, I was kind of like jokingly being like 10 out of 10, this is my favorite game this year. But the
Uh-huh.
more I play it, like I think it honestly might be my favorite game I've played this year.
Yeah, it
It's
definitely
so
sounds
good.
like a contender. Cold Symmetry. Yeah, I don't never heard of
I haven't
them.
I haven't heard where maybe they're made up of some developers from other areas. In the video settings, they do have an indie mode, and if you turn on indie mode, it just really heavily pixelates everything.
Nice. That's cool. Yeah, so if you go to their website, this is literally the only game they've made.
Well,
What
it's really good.
what a launch out the gate. What's the word there?
Release?
What a release out the gate? Is that what you say?
I don't know what you're trying to say.
Way to ride that horse right out the gate and down the hallway to the finish line. Good job, Cold Symmetry. You did a
Look
good
out for the
thing.
bear traps.
You impressed Daniel.
Well, I have other games I've played, but I want to hear about you because I just talked forever because it was such a good game.
It sounds great. Yeah, it sounds great. Yeah, what have I been up to this week? I've been playing some Animal Crossing.
Oh, really? You've gone back?
I've gone back to Animal Crossing, and it's like the 20 minutes a day, like Animal Crossing Nirvana, where it's like
Okay.
I do the tiny things. I caught some bugs.
Okay.
This is so significantly less exciting from you talking about Mortal Shell. I'm just like, I caught some bugs, and
Did you play any instruments?
no, there's no loots. There was just bugs and some fish.
And how much was this game? Like $10? What are we
Uh,
talking about?
what game? Animal Crossing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was $60. It was
They couldn't even give you a loot.
it was 3 mortal shells, if you will. That'll be our new 3 mortal shells on discount.
with the coupon.
Yeah, so it was the price of 2 mortal shells. You know, I have been introduced to a new game lately, Mr. Daniel, if I may introduce you to this game.
Okay. Introduce me.
So you like games, there you got the Overcooked. You got the what's another game like Overcooked?
Like a party game or a cooking game?
Party game where co-op party game where it's difficult and you just want to rip your hair out.
I mean, all of the fun party games I can think of are like competitive, like Towerfall.
Yeah, exactly. I'm thinking like, what is a game like Overcooked?
I mean, there's like the co-op mode in Gang Beasts. That's pretty fun.
Oh wow, I forgot Gang Beasts had a co-op mode.
Yeah, because the competitive is just too fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Mario Party 9.
9. Oh man, dude. I played Super Mario Party last night. I wasn't going to bring this up, but I played it last night. We were playing it and I was just like, this game's just bad. This game is just bad. Like,
I think you were in a little bit of denial when you brought it over to my house and played it with me, because like it was moderately fun, but like I would prefer to be playing most other Nintendo games.
Exactly. I was playing with some friends and they're like, what's bad about it? And I'm like, it's just bad. Like compared to the other, I don't know, 12 in the series. Like,
I mean, Mario Party 5 any day. That game was so good.
Just remake any of the GameCube ones. I don't care which one and put it on. Heck, even the Wii one. I'll take the Wii one on Switch. This one's it's just bad. Like the luck mechanics are just bad. The boards are just bad. The mini games are fun, but there's like 50 mini games in the entire thing. When the old ones had like, I don't know, 100 and something.
They had a whole bunch, that's for sure.
It was a lot. So like, maybe I'm bitter that I lost that round, but I lost because of just like crazy luck things where someone lands on a space and it's like, oh, you happen to land on the space. Here's a star out of nowhere. You know,
the little box ones.
Yes, exactly. So the graph at the end, it's like, here's all the other players. You know, they're going up, they're going down, and you look at it was Sam. We were playing with Sam. You look at Sam's, it's just flat and it goes boop, just straight up to the top for the very end. And he's like, I'm so good. And we're like, no, heck no. And the stupid bonus stars. Wow, I wasn't expecting to rant about Mario Party.
Yeah, you were telling me about a new game. Introduce me to this new game. Stop thinking about Mario Party.
So there's another game, Mr. Daniel Patient, called Conduct Together. Have you heard of it?
No, I've heard of Unrailed.
It's not Unrailed. Unrailed is great and actually is coming to Switch. And you guys who have Switches can go pick up the Unrailed demo to play some fun Unrailed on your Switch until it comes out. But this is a choo-choo game, if you will. You got some trains. And it can be played as one person. And it's, oddly enough, it's almost easier with one person because you just know everything that you're taking care of and there's no one around to distract you. But then you throw in some friends.
So it sounds like Overcooked.
Exactly. It's a super simple game where there's levels. Each level is just like a little, it's like a little train track that just like goes in a circle, and there's some switches and there's multiple trains, and trains automatically move to each station. They pick up people at the red station, and it's like, these need to be dropped off at the yellow station. So it goes along the track and you flip the switch so it goes to the yellow station, and it's like, now they need to go back to the red station, and you just divert them back. So you're just diverting trains around. And the whole game is just the switches and just stopping the trains so they don't hit each other. But it gets very complicated, very, very fast, and it is immense fun. But here's the real kicker. Mr. Daniel Podcast. Right now on Switch, you can pick it up for $1. Oh, wow. Down from 20. So, like...
Is this the one that I have to buy or you're going to kill me?
It is, dude. It's $1. I was telling Marion, your wife Marion, about it last night, and I was like, look, just buy it. It's $1.
I mean, I'm just gonna spend my coins on it because I have
there
more
you
than enough
go. Yeah,
coins.
use your Nintendo coins. You get it for free. It is so much fun to play with people because
Okay.
the way that multiplayer works is that it has single player where you control all the switches and all the buttons. So adding in another player doesn't change anything. They just have access to all the same buttons.
So you guys might accidentally be like double flipping switches
Exactly.
and things like
So like the level starts off and you're like, okay, you're gonna get switch 2 and 3. I'll get 1 and 4. You get trains A and B, and I'll get X and Y. And then you just have to win. And the more people you have, the easier it gets, obviously, because then you can be like, okay, Jerry's got train X and Bobby's going to get train Y. And I only have to focus on train A now, which is so nice.
But so it sounds like 2 is the absolute worst way to play this game.
I would say 2 is... No, I'd say 2 is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, like the way that Sam and his wife have been playing it is just them two. And then they showed it to me. And it made it slightly more easier. Like we were able to go through and beat all the ones on 3 stars that they couldn't beat.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw all the rest, like they had beaten all the other ones on, because it's a 3-star system for each track level. So they had beaten most of them on 3 levels, but we would go to one of the hard ones and they'd be like, oh gosh, this one. And my running joke would be like that the game's too easy, because I would be like, okay guys, you guys just focus on the switches. I'll do all 4 trains. And they're like, are you serious? I was like, yeah, I got this. And that's how we beat most of the levels on 3 stars, is me just doing the A, B, X, Y trains while they did the switches. It's so much fun. And then, like whenever someone messes up, it's like the trains explode on the screen and then everyone in the room they just look at that person and they're just, they got this dumb grin on their face like, oopsies.
Okay, so here's the thing. I wanted to follow along with what you were saying, so I looked up some footage of the game, and I found that Conduct Together is only the name of the game on Switch. They renamed it when they released it on Switch. It actually has already existed for at least 2 years.
Oh, wow. On
as
Steam?
a game called Conduct Deluxe.
Oh.
And the trailer is identical. It's the exact same game, but it came out 2 years ago. That is very, very interesting.
It's on Steam. December 5th, 2017. Is it... Oh, so it's not multiplayer at all. It's literally single player on Steam.
What, Oh, that's why they named it Conduct Together, because they added the multiplayer. That's interesting. What's the price on Steam right now currently?
$10. $10.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can buy 10 Conduct Togethers or 1 Conduct Deluxe. I, for one, think it's an immaculate Switch game because they're just, the whole level fits on one screen, So like I was sitting in my living room just doing these levels by myself, and even they have the touchscreen built in, so you can also like tap on the trains if you want to go for full mobile device.
Huh.
So
why they haven't added something where you can do it with just phones. I feel like that would be popular in just phones.
Oh, that sounds difficult. Like you can do it with the touchscreen. I have not tried because I just like the buttons, but maybe that would be easier. But anyways, $1 on Switch right now. I don't know when it's going to end. I highly recommend picking it up to play with your friends, your spouses, your friends and your spouses, like I did last night.
Okay. I will definitely pick that up. Now, it's interesting you bring that because I have a game that I wanted to reintroduce to you. Jordan.
Oh.
Very, very similar situation. There was some news that came out this week that I wanted to share with you.
Oh.
One of the reasons I was hesitant to buy Mortal Shell full price is because there's another game I've been thinking about just splurging on and buying full price so that we could play together. It's a little game we've talked about before.
Wait, does this mean I would also have to splurge and buy it full price?
It depends on the circumstance. Let me explain.
Okay.
A little game called Crab Fight.
Oh.
Which is the very over-the-top crab anime-like fighting game where you have crabs with rockets and katanas and giant crabs and monsters. And that game, I did not realize, is already out on Steam. It is launched, and if we so chose to, I could buy it and we could Steam Remote Play it today.
Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, it came out a month from today's August 31st. It came out a month from the 29th in July.
Well, we could do that. That is a possibility. However, it was announced this week that on September the 15th, we would be able to crab fight on the Switch if you so
Oh,
chose to do that. So I would love to play this game with you, without you, whatever. I want to play Crab Fight just to see what it's like. It's got good reviews on Steam.
that's what I'm seeing.
So
I'm seeing very positive reviews.
yeah, so I'm interested in playing it. Now, I'm not sure the right platform because in the past I always wanted to just get stuff on Switch if it was available on Switch. But here's the thing is that on Switch you have to rely on online multiplayer to play with other people, but with Steam's remote play, I could now play with anyone who wanted to play with me
Right.
uh just on my machine. Though now that I think about it, I'm not 100% sure that I know if it has local multiplayer. That's probably something important to know before we start talking about it like it does.
Oh, that's true.
Do you have it up?
Shared
Can you check
shared
it?
split screen PvP. That is one of
Oh,
the tags.
and shared split screen co-op is also on there.
Co-op crab fight crab.
Yeah. So like, do I want to wait for it to come to Switch? Do I get it on Steam? Do I do both? I don't know. I'm so up in the air. I need your help.
I had an instant answer when you suggested your dilemma, if you will.
Okay.
I think Steam is the way to go on this one. Because
Why is that?
do you need mobile crab fighting in your life?
Okay, but consider sitting down with someone, handing them a controller, and having a crab fight anywhere.
That is a good point.
See, it's a harder decision than it
Here's
sounds
my
like.
counter argument. This kind of leads into something else I was talking about. I'll mention it real quickly. I bought Divinity 2 on Switch last night because it's on sale, and
I was gonna buy it.
I wanted to play with Samuel and his wife.
Uh-huh.
Forgot that it's like a 40 gig download, so we didn't actually get to play it, and then forgot that it doesn't have split screen more than 2 players, so it wouldn't have mattered anyways.
I didn't realize it was 2 players only.
But I got Divinity 2 on Switch, booted it up because I love me some Divinity 2, loaded in my Steam saves.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like butts. It looks
Okay.
like heckin' butts. Oh my word. The Switch, great console, terrible graphics. Unless you're like Nintendo and you make Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild and
Right.
you make it for the console and you know what you're doing really well. But whoo,
But it's
boy.
still Divinity, right? Like it's still fun. And
Oh yes, yeah. But my point being, I'm looking at these fight crab images. This looks like it would be immaculate on with your graphics card, because these are some detailed crabs.
some meaty boys, if you will.
They're very meaty boys, and there is so much going on the screen at one time.
Yeah,
How
I
on
imagine the Switch might struggle with that.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. Just by watching, oh my word, you can ride around on little mopeds. What?
Okay. Let's cease the crab conversation for now. I think the answer is that we should get it on Steam. One of us should get it on Steam to try it out. And then if we really, really enjoy it and we want that mobile crab experience, we'll see if the Switch port is any good.
Oh my, I'm distracted watching this trailer.
We've seen this trailer before.
I forgot everything. There's tanks, there's
Yeah.
rockets, there's a
Yeah.
chainsaw.
Yeah. It's
Holy
a
crap.
crazy game.
This is like the OG patient players joke too, isn't it? I think since episode 1 we started out by talking about crab games.
Yes, crab games have been a staple of this podcast from the very beginning.
Even to the
That is
point
absolutely true.
of our podcast bio had the words crab games, bizarre crab games in it. And we took that out eventually because we're like, that doesn't really apply anymore.
I feel like we could expense the crab game at this point. Be like, this isn't us. This is for patient players. You know, out of
Put it on my patient players, I don't know, like business credit card or something.
your expenses for the month of August, crabs, and that's it.
That's the invoice. It just says crabs, quantity 1, price $20. Oh,
I would be down for it.
wow, wonderful. A month ago, this totally went
Yes.
under my radar. I'm so happy. How did you find this?
Because I saw the news post about the Switch release date, and I was thinking, oh, that game's coming out soon, and then I clicked it and I realized that it was already out.
Very nice.
Yes, I'm pumped for this. I have other games I can talk about. Honestly, we talked about Mortal Shell, we talked about Crab Fight. That was all I had to talk about. So you tell me everything that's going on with you.
Oh no, that's it?
Well, I have more, but it's not as important as the two that we've already touched on.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to add Crab Fight to my wish list. Man, I forgot about Crab Champions. I think that was the OG one, and then
That definitely was, yeah.
from that you found Crab Fight.
Yes.
So yeah, Crab Champions is still not out yet. That's the one where you have shields and shotguns.
Yeah, that's the like multiplayer shooter, like really, really fast crabs. This is like the anime fighter.
Oh my
Crabs are very versatile. They can be in any sort of game.
goodness, Crabs is just its own genre now. Thank you.
Where's the Twitch tag?
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Goodbye.
Oh man.
Oh,
So what else have you been doing? So you downloaded Divinity. It's funny you mentioned that. I was gonna bring that up and I completely forgot. But Mary and I are gonna buy Divinity this weekend as well because it's on sale for like $35.
it is. Yeah, 35.
Yeah, and there's a lot of times because we're playing through the game together, and I also want to replay it myself afterwards.
Yeah,
And there've been a lot of times where it's like we want to sit down and relax and play Divinity, but it's like we're not in a place where it's great to set up at the computer on either side and both play.
exactly.
And so, we could split screen through the Steam Link or that kind of thing, but sometimes it is really nice to just have it on a device where everything works. And
And you got those new SD cards lately, so you got that space. Let me tell you what. Do you know if you can get Steam achievements from playing Divinity on the Switch?
The way I remember hearing some people talk about this when it first came out, and the way I remember it was that if the achievement is around like a status, like having an item or being a certain level, that when you log into your Steam save, it will trigger them all. But
Ah,
if the achievement is around the occurrence of something like a certain amount of damage or like an event in the storyline or something, then when you log into Steam, because that occurrence didn't trigger on Steam, it didn't trigger the achievement for you.
that makes sense. Yep. Okay.
That's how I remember it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so that doesn't apply to me because
You got all of them.
I got even friend of the podcast Kyle still has 13 to go or something out of 70 or something. Man, when I played Divinity, and so I finally got to mess around with like the gift bag options.
All the mods,
Yeah.
like the developer created mods.
Yeah, little sub mods that are also on the console version of the Switch. So I was going through them. Wow, holy crap, dude. They're so cool. And I don't care because I already have the achievements. And usually when you enable them, it disables getting achievements. So I'm excited to keep playing through it with like, I don't know, you use like the bed rest and you get all your source points back. Or just
that's one? Oh my goodness.
Just running around all the time so you don't have to walk slowly.
The fast walk, I played it for a while for a few hours and I miss it so much because me and Marion are playing without the mods for the achievements and I miss the fast walk so much.
I love it. So I'm excited to play it on my Switch to get to that new content that they released a while ago. So that's very exciting.
Yeah, so Divinity's on sale. This is going to be a good time to mention some of the sales that are out there. I know that there is a Humble end of the summer sale. I went looking through that and nothing stood out to me.
Oh, is there
that
really?
was super impactful. I mean, there's some that, like I think Jedi Fallen Order was half off. Like some of the games from the last year or two were about half off.
That game goes half off so often.
Yeah, I mean, and when we bought it last Christmas, it was kind of a new game at that point, so it was kind of a big deal that we got it. I think like 30% off or something like that. But yeah, it's pretty regularly half off, and it has the DLC now, so that's pretty cool. But nothing else in there that I wanted to shout out.
Wow, there's some good deals in here.
What are you seeing that you want to shout out?
You can get Luigi's Mansion 3 for $40, a Switch game for $40, but I think you can get it for $40 on the Switch store. Battlefront 2 for $20, Borderlands 3 for $30. Slime Rancher for $7.
Yeah, exactly my point. I didn't see a lot else that I got super excited about.
Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes for $7.50. Very
good.
Very fun game.
As a reminder, that works both on the computer and in VR. Same game.
Yes. Good old Anthem for $9. Oh my gosh.
Oh, goodness.
Oh gosh. Okay, yeah, I'm not seeing. The Witcher is always, goes on sale a lot. The Witcher Game of the Year for $15. Great sales. Stardew for $13. Stardew's good. Okay, I'm gonna stop looking at sales.
All right, cool. Do you have other games from the week that you want to talk about, or should we keep this deal ball rolling and go into the other free games and things like that?
I have a few like news things to say, and also I have a statement to say on something you mentioned in the podcast a few weeks ago that I've been waiting for you to tell me. because I've had this rebuttal to respond with for when you told me, and you've never told me. So
I'm so confused.
This rebuttal is bottling up inside. When you had the guest star on the podcast, Imran from the Jock and Nerd,
yes,
you were like, yeah, something divinity. I play it slowly, and he's like, well, that's patient playing, you're because you're a patient player,
right.
And you're like, that's great. I'm going to tell that to Jordan next time. And
sounds just like me.
It sounds just like you. Thank you. Yeah, and I immediately knew how I was going to respond with it, but then you never were like, hey, Jordan, I'm a patient player.
That's how I get you.
So
I get you if I just never ask you.
No. Here, so you go ahead, and you have something to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Well, you see, Jordan, it's okay that Mary and I haven't finished Divinity 2 yet.
Yeah. Why's that?
We play it how we want.
Oh, how's that?
Whenever we want to play it, we play it.
Oh, okay. So just slowly.
We play patiently, Jordan.
Patiently, right? Patiently. Welcome to Slow Players. Okay.
I was just stringing you on a little bit.
Okay. You make an interesting point, Daniel. But to that I say, when Baldur's Gate 3 comes out,
yes,
I ain't waiting. I ain't waiting for you to finish Divinity 2 to catch up to Baldur's Gate 3 fun times.
Okay, I have a is your defense finished?
Yeah, that's it. I knew there would be a defense, so I'm prepared.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, the rebuttal's over. All right, judges, you ready? Okay.
Yep.
You wouldn't wait for me on Baldur's Gate 3 anyway.
No. Maybe.
That is a 200-hour game that is going to be completed 205 hours after it releases by Jordan Jameson.
I would have considered it at least. If you had, look, the whole gang's would have gotten together. Let's imagine a perfect universe. Daniel and Marion finished Divinity 2. Wow, what a great game. And in a second, I'll tell you what Marion's rebuttal was when I told her about this last night. But perfect universe, we're all finished. The whole gang's there where we play Baldur's Gate.
Okay, if you hold on before you finish, your baseline argument that Kyle is going to be a part of this is absolutely. You think Kyle is going to wait for anyone?
No, I do, but wait for this is my prime scenario.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so we're all together. We all play, and we play for about 2.5 hours on a weekend night, and we're like, that was fun. The next day, that's when Kyle messages us saying, hey, I beat it, or something like that.
Right.
And then we're all like, that's a bummer. And so then I want to play more, and then I go off. This isn't really helping my case, but the bottom line is that that one night we would have played for 2.5 hours together. And so really that's what we're missing out on, is just that opening night of playing it together. And now that I say that, nothing's really stopping that from happening anyways, even if you haven't finished Divinity 2. Because that was Marion's excuse. She was like, well, why do we get to finish Divinity to play Baldur's Gate 3? And I was like, because you don't want to mix the storylines. But now that I mentioned the scenario of what would have happened anyway, where we play once and then me and Kyle are just like, I can't wait to keep playing this.
Yes. See, what's funny to me is that I had all of those thoughts already too, because I do that look forward and play through the hypothetical scenario thing all the time. And I was, for a brief moment, extremely impressed with you, because you were like, okay, here's what's gonna happen. I was like, yeah. And you were like, we're gonna play. I'm like, yeah. You're like, and then Kyle's gonna go finish it. And I was like, yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen. And then I'm gonna want to go finish it. And I was like, yeah, okay. So I was super impressed. I was like, he's already thought of everything that I've thought of, so he must have some argument or solution. And then you're just like,
No.
wait, no, actually, that's exactly what's gonna happen. And then I'm not gonna want to wait because Kyle's finished it. I'm like, yes, that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Oh my gosh. Oh, my life is falling before my eyes.
For that brief moment, you were thinking about the situation in the exact way that I do.
But I'm trying to force this into a happy world where the game isn't 200 hours, or we have 200 hours to play it together. Or would that even be fun? At this point, I feel like maybe we all shouldn't ever play it together unless we've all beaten it. But at that point, what's the point? right?
I mean, I would gladly play through Divinity again with you, and I've already beaten that game. That sounds fun.
Okay. Yeah,
So,
because even if we do play together, you know,
mhm.
either you run off and you do some stuff and we're like, oh, we missed it. Kyle runs off and we do some stuff, does some stuff, and we're like, oh, we missed it. Or I'm like, I'm with two guys who run off and do stuff, so I'm also going to do that. And so I
Just
run
because
off.
then I'm not going to get anything if I don't run off.
Exactly. And I run off and do stuff, and you guys miss it. Like, how do people play these games together? I have no idea.
Look, my wife can vouch for me. I am much better about that. I do not run off and do content without her. And if I stumble upon something, I wait for her to catch up on the dialogue, and then we continue on. It's easier with 2 than it is with 4, especially
That's
because the way
fair.
those games work, there is some content that is character specific. So, like, I'm over here having a conversation that only my character can have, and like you three just have to sit there and listen to it. There's a lot of sitting there listening to dialogue. It's honestly very similar to playing a tabletop game
Mm-hmm.
because you end up like spending most of the time in role play and the combat doesn't end up taking as long. Whereas when you're playing on your own, you're engaged with the dialogue. When you're playing with other people, 3/4 of the dialogue is not you participating. You're just
Right.
listening to it.
Yeah.
So it's a very different feel to it. It hits those dopamine centers on the brain a little bit differently because it's more spread out and you don't get to directly engage with as much of it, but it's very fun. Um, yeah, I think we could pull it off. I think if you were willing to wait, we could pull it off. I don't think Kyle is willing to wait for anyone. And I
Right.
also think that Kyle, at this point, it's been so many attempts at playing games with Kyle without spoilers that I think Kyle is physically incapable of just warning you about everything that's about to happen and telling you where to go.
That's
I think his
hilarious.
min-max back part of his brain is just running all the time. So, like,
Yeah.
if he's doing something suboptimal, he has to tell you that somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I don't think there's any universe where I play through Baldur's Gate with Kyle the first time.
Okay. So let me ask you this. If I did somehow muster up the courage
Mhm.
to not play ahead, which I'm starting to think I can, not
Okay.
only because I've gotten so much more work to do lately that
Okay.
I'm just busy. So, like, if we did, would we be able to set up like a weekly time slot, almost like the podcast, where this is? See, but it's difficult for you because you do D&D on weekends. You play in the band at church on weekends. You do the podcast on weekends. So I would feel bad being like, I want a predefined Baldur's Gate 3 time set aside each week.
I think that could work. I think that could absolutely work, and I would love to do that too. Even if it's like a Thursday night or something like that. We
Yeah.
should we should talk more about that at some point, but I think that'd be fun. Originally, if you remember, that was what we were doing with Kyle with our
Right.
Sunday night game night, and
Yeah.
that morphed into Dungeons and Dragons, which I'm not complaining about. It just means that we lost out on some of our fun co-op goodness. We used to do like Overwatch or Orion Dino Horde or all sorts of crazy games
Yeah,
together.
the good old days. The squad hangout night,
Yes, exactly.
Sunday nights.
Okay, well, we are far into this episode, exceedingly far. What else do we have to talk about? Can't spend forever talking about Divinity and Mortal Shell.
If only we could though.
Those are both great games.
Borderlands 3 got a DLC tease. In fact, that was so
Okay.
long ago, maybe that they've revealed more information. Oh, you know what? They have. I saw it. Yeah, Borderlands 3, the new DLC pack, takes place in the mind of Krieg, I think his name is.
Okay.
The psycho from the second one that you play as.
Okay.
So that's exciting. It looks really cool.
Wait, I thought you were like, are you interested in the DLC? I thought you were holding off because you didn't get the last one.
I am. No, I own all the DLC, if you recall.
Because
Because
you have the Super Collector's Edition.
I bought
That's
the
right.
collector's edition that cost more than a Nintendo Switch.
That's right. You went full on into
I-
Borderlands.
You know what? And I have no regrets. Yeah, I have no regrets. You know, people are like, "Oh, Jordan's probably going to regret this." No, I bought a
never said
collector's
that.
thing. I know you didn't, but I'm sure people were thinking it at some point. I bought a collector's thing because it was a special occasion in my life. Wow, it was expensive. That's okay. Why did I get talking about this? Oh, so I have all the DLC. So, yeah, I am excited for the DLC. I just haven't gotten around to playing it. You know, I don't want to play it by myself, basically.
Okay. Maybe when there's like some season pass on sale or something, I'll jump in there because I had fun
Right.
playing Borderlands 3. I know we had a lot to say about that on the podcast, and just like
We
the
did.
story was a little bit disappointing, but the
Exactly.
the abilities and characters were fun.
Gameplay was great. Story was lacking. So the DLC seems like the perfect opportunity for them to keep the great gameplay and make a great story. So I'm hoping that'll be the case when we get around to playing it.
Yeah, I hope so too. Cool.
Yeah.
Any other cool news?
No, that's basically it. Terraria's getting new achievements. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing for me.
Gosh, we fell off Terraria hard, but we were playing that one and having fun.
We did. Yeah, the new update that it got. Same scenario if I
Honestly,
went off and kind of did everything, but I was not going to wait for Terraria. That
oh
is my
right, and I didn't
jam.
expect you to. Yeah.
Woo. Fun
So
stuff.
I had a thought related to everything we were just talking about this morning, where I was sitting there thinking about how much fun I had with Mortal Shell last night and how good of a game I think it is, and I was thinking like, is this my favorite game of the year so far? I mean, it's really good, but I was remembering how many good games I've played this year, and like for a year where you would think, okay, with the quarantine and like games are getting delayed left and right, and there are new consoles coming out, so like it's kind of been a dry year. Like there's not been a lot of really hard hitting games, but because of this patient playing style, this gaming in the slow lane, like I have been playing. Was this your Jedi Fallen Order, or was that the end of last year?
It was the end of last year because I got it for Christmas.
Right, but
But you
when
got it
I
this year.
Well, yeah, when we played through it and talked about it, it was the beginning of the year. So like
Yep.
Jedi, Mortal Shell. I mean, I kind of got into Terraria with you recently. Like it's been a really, really good year. I'm just trying to remember all the other things I've been playing. I know Marion's got Animal Crossing. Like
Oh
even
yeah,
for
Animal Crossing was the thing this year, wasn't it? It's been so
yeah,
long. I forget.
yeah, and like here, nothing changed with Heroes of the Storm, but like I've got into it in such a crazy way with this team, and like I've been really enjoying that. It's been one of my favorite years in gaming so far, honestly. It's been
Yeah,
really, really good.
it's been good, but not so much for Nintendo though. Seems like the only big thing they've done this year is Animal Crossing.
Yeah. Well, and this wasn't in my notes to talk about or anything, but I did hear earlier this week that there was some leaks, uh, unconfirmed leaks that they
Of course.
have business plans for a Switch revision next year, and so they've actually purposefully left this year kind of blank because they know they're competing with the console launches. So rather than trying to compete with the PlayStation 5 and the new Xbox Series X, they're kind of letting this year be a very dead year for Nintendo. And then next year they're going to hit with a revision of the Switch and with a bunch of new stuff.
Oh,
I
I
think that
guess
was the
that makes
rumor.
sense as a business, but also boo.
Right. Like I mean, maybe we still get the Mario collection that was rumored, but like I don't
Right.
think we're gonna see
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild
For
2.
stuff like
Obviously, we're
that.
not gonna see Metroid Prime or Bayonetta or anything like that.
Wait, so you're saying you think there won't be any winter releases?
I mean, if you count the Mario, maybe.
Hmm.
But consider this, consider next year, console launches out of the way. How does a new Nintendo Switch with Breath of the Wild 2 and a Mario collection and possibly like Bayonetta 3 or
Wow.
Metroid Prime 4, like how does that year sound for Nintendo? That sounds amazing.
That does. Also, I totally forgot Paper Mario came out this year.
That's true.
That was a good
That's true.
game. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, I can only think of Paper Mario and Luigi's Mansion. Not Luigi's Mansion. Was that this year?
I don't even remember
I
at
don't
this
think that
point.
was this year. Animal
We are gonna
Crossing.
go
Yeah, let's go on. Let's move on.
We're gonna go far too long. Okay, the deals. We have a lot to talk about there too. So we are gonna do this kind of fast because of time, but these are important. So I guess we're switching over into the fast lane for a bit. Uh, the deals that you want to look out for starting this week. If you are hearing this on release on August the 31st, it is your last day to grab the Red Faction 2 for Xbox Games with Gold, and the August games for the Humble Choice are running out. We've talked about those in weeks past. It's also the last day to grab Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered on PlayStation Plus and Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, which if you haven't heard about at this point, you're under a rock somewhere. Fall Guys is taking over the world right now. So keep an eye out for all of those. If you are hearing this on the day of the podcast release, you need to jump on those because you're on the last day available. But for upcoming games for September, we've got some good ones. The Epic Games for the first week starting on the 27th up until the 3rd, they are finishing up the Hitman and Shadowrun collection as the freebies. So
That's
that's
huge.
I now own Hitman in 3 places. I own it on PlayStation, I own it on Steam, and I own it on Epic Games. Um,
Yeah, Hitman. This is the $60 Hitman game, like the new one. Everybody for $0.
well, there's Hitman 2 came out last year, and then Hitman 3 is coming out. So it's not the new one, but it is the new
Right,
series.
not
Yes.
Hitman 2, but the new Hitman, as opposed to the old Hitman. Right? Okay, yeah.
Right. Shadowrun collection's also still out there, and then on September the 3rd, those are both getting replaced by Into the Breach,
Yes.
which they already gave away last year during Christmas, but that's okay because it's a very good game.
I
So if you
forgot
missed it,
they did that.
Into the Breach, I still already have it on Epic, so that's not a big deal for me. But if you have not heard of or played Into the Breach, you can get it for free on Epic Games. When I say free, I want to be clear because I've had a listener talk to me about this before, and they did not understand that when I say free, I mean free. I mean like literally, just go to the Epic Game Store and you can just have the
Yeah,
game.
it's literally add to cart for $0 free, and then
Yes.
you keep it like it's yours. It's not like limited
Yes.
time. You just need an account to add it to.
You're not subscribing, you're just getting it. So go get Into the Breach. It's a great strategy game. Very fun. Jordan will gush about it forever if I
I
let
will
him.
gush about it forever. It's so good.
Xbox owners, if you're subscribed to Games with Gold or Xbox Gold and you get the Games with Gold, then on the 1st, you'll be able to pick up The Division, the original Division for Xbox One.
Ooh,
That's for the entire month of September. And then for 2 weeks, you'll be able to pick up the Xbox 360 copy of De Blob 2. Care about that.
the Blob 2.
I remember playing De Blob on my Nintendo Wii and thinking it was an all right game. So maybe De Blob 2 is good. I don't know. And then for PlayStation folks, after Call of Duty and Fall Guys falls off at the end of August, September, pretty big games if you ask me. Player Unknown Battleground or
Oh,
PUBG,
wow.
just free for September for PlayStation Plus,
Very
and Street
nice.
Fighter 5.
Whoa.
So not some bad choices at all for PlayStation Plus. We're still waiting on the Humble Choice for September, but there is one more little thing I'd like to call out, and these are some of the freebies that you get if you subscribe to the Microsoft Game Pass for PC. I know me and Jordan both subscribed recently. When we last few episodes ago, we're playing like Carrion and the Messenger and all that stuff, and
We
we
did.
were
And I forgot to cancel my thing, so I got recharged for it a few days ago. And I looked at that $5 charge and I said, "Who cares? It's $5 for such an enormous library of games." Like I did not feel bad at all about
Right.
that, forgetting to cancel that.
I had the exact same thought because I also like didn't cancel it, and I was like, oh, I was gonna check if I wanted to keep it before I let it re go again. But then I realized I was like, well, I played Carrion and I played Forager and I played the Messenger. Any
You're
one of those
planning
games,
on playing Flight Simulator?
yeah, exactly. And that's how I justified it to myself. I was like, oh, I'll play Flight Simulator. So I downloaded all 90 gigabytes of Flight Simulator on Microsoft Game Pass. But I'm glad I kept it because holy crap, I checked and there are some great new games in the last week. They've added, well, of course, Microsoft released the new Battletoads game, which I don't know if that's getting good reviews or not. Seems kind of meh, but it's a brand new game you can play on Game Pass and not need to pay for if you want to try it there. They've brought Hypnospace Outlaw, which I've heard is a very unique experience. You are a internet cop on
Oh.
a modern take of early 90s internet. So it basically puts you in a really like bad version of old Windows, and you're looking at like
Oh,
websites from the 90s that use like awful flash animations
the
and you're
computer
basically
screen game?
Mhm.
Oh,
Mhm.
I didn't know that was on Game Pass.
It is now, it wasn't before. So
Sick.
Hypnospace Outlaw, and I know they just released some DLC, which is probably why they're doing this because they're getting that game out there.
And it's coming to Switch soon, right? That was one of the ones in the Direct, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. When they announced the DLC, they also announced it's coming to Switch, but you can play it on Game Pass now. Now here's a little known game that I have never heard anyone talk about, but I've played it before, and it is on Game Pass called Double Kick Heroes. Do you remember this game, Jordan?
No, I don't.
Okay, this was a game that you and I happened to stumble upon at PAX a few years ago,
Oh,
PAX
wow.
South,
Okay.
on the show floor. This is a rhythm game featuring lots of heavy metal with double kick bass, where you are in a car driving away from some scary zombies and skeletons and
Oh, I
such.
do remember that at PAX.
Yes, so the what I remember is I remember sitting down and they gave me like a not just a controller, but because it's like it's a rhythm game, but you're simulating like a bass kick on a drum, so it's a lot of really rapid taps. So they they put it down in front of me and they gave me a shoot, what's it called? What do you call like a fighting stick kind of thing, like something with buttons you can press, like an arcade cabinet.
Uh-huh.
And so I was playing along to it, and I am a drummer, and so I was doing really well. I play a lot of rhythm games. I have a lot of rhythm, and I remember being like, I want to do one of the harder levels, and the developers were like, I remember the developers went over to my wife Mary and were like, he wants harder, I'll give him harder, and they like threw me on the boss level, and it was so fun. Um, it was such a fun time. Do you remember that whole thing where
I
the
do.
developers were like throwing the hardest levels at me?
Yeah, I do. And I was like, oh, of course.
So now I can go play it on Game Pass. I already downloaded it. I saw that it was available just before we started recording, so I haven't tried it, but I am super pumped to go play Double Kick Heroes.
For those of you who don't know Daniel well enough at this point, which you probably do, he's the kind of guy who beats developers at their own games at PAX in
That only
in
hap-
in games that he's played for like a majority of his life because he loves them so much.
Well, okay, the one you're talking about only happened one time, and it was on a game I'd never played before because I'd only played the prequel, Mushroom
Yeah, Mushroom
Wars.
Wars. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd never played Mushroom Wars 2, and so I started playing him, and I don't think because I told him I'd never played the game before, so I don't think he was really trying that hard.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's
But he
fair.
he did tell me I should check out the online competitive scene afterwards. So.
Oh my word. That's so cool.
We're not talking about Mushroom Wars. We're talking about Double Kick Heroes, which is on Game Pass, and I'm gonna go try it, and I'm gonna have a fun time with it.
Dude, yeah, I'm also gonna download it because I don't like playing games at PAX just because I'm a little overloaded. So I
Right, a
didn't,
lot of
and
stimulus.
talking to people, I don't like that either. So I didn't sit down and play it, but it looked really cool. So I'm happy that it's on Game Pass now.
Yes,
Very cool.
yes. The only thing I had to skip before we go to the end of the podcast, which is going to be the question and answer section, is I am still playing Dead Cells, and I did manage to beat the game with one boss cell. So I have now beaten the hard version of Dead Cells. I am now playing on very hard.
Wow, is very hard the hardest one?
No, there are 5 boss cells you can acquire, and so
Oh,
to get into the final challenge room, you have to beat the final boss with 5 boss cells active, which means you have to complete it for the 6th time.
oh,
So I am on currently, I guess, level 3 of Dead Cells.
that's fun.
Yes, it is very fun. I love that game. It's really good.
Very cool.
All right. So this question and answer is a part of the podcast. We are going to be answering questions directly out of our live Twitch chat from recording or out of the emails that are sent to patientplayerspodcast@gmail.com or out of our podcast questions Discord channel. And you can find that with patientplayers.com/Discord. With all that out of the way, we have a couple emails to get into. Shall you start us off, Jordan?
I will start us off, Jordan. Email writer of the podcast, Miranda, writes us, Dear Patient Players Podcast, I don't remember if I've asked this question before, but in case I have, I'll add to it. Number 1, what is your favorite/least favorite Mario Kart character? And number 2, what is your favorite/least favorite item to get or use?
I'm assuming we're still talking about Mario Kart because that second question is very broad otherwise.
Yes. Item in any game. No.
Jordan's brain freezes again.
Yeah, don't even make that joke. I would hate that question.
Okay, favorite Mario Kart character.
Dude, there's a lot. I love the Animal Crossing people. I love Bowser Jr. I used to love Dry Bowser, but I've recently played with people who like him more, so
Exclusively pick Dry Bowser.
exactly. So I've stopped choosing him. You know, Boo. I like the dead characters. King Boo, Dry Bones.
Okay.
Maybe some Koopa Troopa action.
Toad, you know, he's dead inside.
Oh, he's dead inside. Yeah, so those are some of my favorites.
Okay. But is that your favorite or least favorite? Because you just gave me like 10.
I know, but like, there's not one that if we're going by the one I choose the most, it'll be Animal Crossing Villager, male.
Okay. That works.
But that's just kind of biased because I like Animal Crossing so much. So does it even count?
I think that my favorite would be my favorite up until the DLC. I gotta go with my main girl Rosalina every time.
Okay.
Every time Rosalina. I like the heavy characters. I just like the top speed over the acceleration for most of it, and then I'll usually pick a cart with high acceleration to balance it.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I almost expected you to say something like the me with that one hamburger me that went around that was so
no,
popular. You know the hamburger me?
I don't know the hamburger me.
Oh, people would make the craziest objects out of me's. You had like SpongeBob me, where it's like they use the nose or like the eyebrows as like cheekbones or like weird stuff.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
every Wii that I've seen, everyone always has the hamburger me.
I did not. I had like Obama
There
and
you go, Obama in Mario Kart, favorite
yeah,
character.
I had Chuck Norris in there at some point. Those were all for the me fighters in Smash Bros. Though it was great to set up whoever was going to be in a political debate as like a free for all Smash Bros.
Oh, that's
fight.
awesome.
It was great. I did that all the time.
Very nice.
um, my least favorite Mario Kart character. I don't know why, but so you know how Mario Kart when you play on your own, it kind of picks like two characters to always be like second, third, and they're always like up there in the front competing with you. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
So for some reason, one of them for me is always Wario. Always Wario. I just hate seeing Wario high up in the list because I'm like, this sucker is trying to take my 3 gold star tournament from me.
That's pretty
And
fitting for Wario.
I know it is. It's like I want to love Wario. I love him in Mario Party, but in Mario Kart, I'm not about Wario.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do you have a least favorite, or do you love all your children?
No, I hate the Koopalings. I know that's 8 characters or 7 characters,
Oh yeah.
but that's why I hate them. They're taking up 7 slots that could be fun, original, or other franchise characters. Like who actually cares about the Koopalings? Who plays Mario Kart and says, "Yes, I'm
Nintendo.
playing as Iggy because Iggy's my favorite"? Nobody.
Definitely some guy at Nintendo who like drew them is like, we have to have them in Smash Bros.
I like how Smash Bros did it, where they're just skins, all of Bowser Jr.
Right.
They could have just done that here, but they're 7 different characters.
Yeah, it's like the Yoshis and the Shy Guys have different colors, right?
Exactly. Yeah, you click on them and it gives you a little grid. Which one do you want to choose from?
Wait a second. I just remembered something. Weren't the different colored Yoshis and Shy Guys part of the DLC?
I think you're right. Maybe.
That is nuts. That is nuts that they sold a
don't
palette
know.
swap. Wow. Weird. Weird.
I'm
Okay.
Googling Shy Guy DLC.
Twitch chat is telling me that I'm correct.
Yeah, wow. New Shy Guy colors.
Okay. What is your favorite or least favorite Mario Kart item to get or use?
Easy. Favorite is the Super Horn because obviously I belong in first place and that keeps me in first place. Least favorite, the coin, because when you're in first place, that doesn't help you.
Have you mastered the art of throwing the coin as you get hit by something, though?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
good.
so
you
it's like
already know
up in the
advanced
air,
strats.
you explode, and you still get to keep it. Yeah.
Right. For anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, when you take damage in the new Mario Karts, you lose 3 of the coins you've collected, and if you're at 10 coins, you're at maximum speed. So if you get the item that is a coin, which restores 2 of your coins, then if you're driving and you're at full coins, there's no reason to use the item, so you just hold on to it. And if you can see something incoming, like a red shell or a blue shell or something, if you time it right, you can trigger the item so it's in mid animation, so you don't lose it when you get hit. Then you get hit, then the coin goes into you, and you get back 2 of your coins immediately. And then as you drive off, you just grab 1 of your coins that you dropped, and you're good.
Pro strat Mario Karting.
Exactly.
Only on
Only
patient
at the
players.
patient
That's awesome.
And then our last email for today before we go to the Discord questions is going to be, I suspect that this is going to be a continuation in our saga, not from K, but involved in K's action. So if you are lost and confused at what we're saying, welcome to the party. That's how you're supposed to feel. And I'm not going to explain anything further. Okay.
Amazing.
This email says, my name is Jacketh Starhorn, and this is the record of day 1 of my journey in the UE. Needle through the Vexian
The
Rift.
UE Needle. That's
UE
the
Needle.
Looks like that's the ship title.
Yes, the UE Needle through the Vexian Rift. The Vexian Rift is a black hole about redacted times the diameter of the Earth's sun, and is thought to be a wormhole leading to another location about redacted light years away. Our ship, the UE Needle, is a highly advanced space that is designed to counterbalance the gravitational force of the black hole. This was the very first human test of wormhole travel. The test started at redacted North Andromeda time, as the time of this recording has been running for a perceived minutes. The launch from the orbiting satellite towards the center of the black hole went off without any discernible issues. However, the moment we passed the event horizon is when we began to experience effects that were different from our initial tests. Over the course of a few seconds, the cabin of the UE needle seemed to stretch in the direction of the black hole. At first, I panicked, thinking that the gravity wells in the ship had failed, but a few moments later, I realized that the cabin wasn't physically stretching, but the light in the cabin was, and it was only my perception of the cabin that was being stretched. I'm unsure how such a thing could be possible, yet it was happening before my eyes. The closer and closer we got to the center of the black hole, the longer the cabin seemed to stretch, until I could no longer see my fellow astronauts in front or behind me. Their seats seemed to stretch into a pure black void, and when I tried to speak out of them, nothing came out, like all sound was suppressed. At that moment, I began to resign myself to wait until the trip had reached its end. I began to hear footsteps from the darkness in front of me. They echoed in that soundless void, coming ever closer, and when they finally reached the visible light in front of me, I saw a man in a white lab coat and a face that seemed ever out of focus, slowly making his way towards me. In fear, I tried to get out of my seat and run, but my movements were sluggish, and it felt like there was an immense gravity keeping me in place. The man stopped mere inches from my face, and he asked, "Imagine that there's a giant crab that will destroy the planet unless you get rid of 3 game genres forever. What 3 genres would you choose? Jordan and Daniel aren't contractually not allowed to choose the same 3 genres. Are
Wait, aren't not allowed?
contractually not allowed to choose the same 3 genres. I'm not sure what the man was talking about, but before I could even ask, he turned and left the same way he came. I'm not sure who the man was, but sticked into the pocket of his lab coat was the letter K. I imagine he meant stitched, but his hands were probably a little shaky
But
after
okay,
that whole
but
experience.
I like sticked into the pocket. I'm picturing like Sesame Street. He's got a big like
Like
wooden
letter K,
letter K
just like
just-
sticking out of the pocket.
This episode brought to you by the letter
The
K.
letter K.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I got to be careful because when contractual obligations come in here, we have to be very, very specific. It says Jordan and Daniel are not contractually not allowed to choose the same 3 genres, which means that
We're contractually allowed to?
no, we are just not contractually not allowed to, which means we're not contractually forced to do anything, in fact.
Okay.
So we whatever. What 3 genres would you get rid of if a giant crab was going to destroy the planet?
You and our friend Keaton are gonna hate me for some of these. I had to Google a list of game genres just to
Oh no.
to think through the juices. Do you have your choices? Because I'm choosing my last one. And they will not be the ones that you're choosing. I can guarantee
It's gonna be completely on the fly for me. So you go ahead.
Oh no. Hold on. Is there a weeaboo genre?
There's not a weeaboo genre.
JRPG. Yes, perfect. JRPGs.
You're just gonna get rid of all of them?
Fighting games.
Wait, hold on. Before you continue, before you complete this and seal your fate in this contract, Pokemon is a JRPG.
Keaton in chat goes, Jordan, no. Oh,
Jordan.
Keaton loves JRPGs.
Pokemon is a JRPG.
Oh, it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
It's honestly a sacrifice we probably should make.
Perfect.
You know what?
Oh, you know what?
I can get behind this.
I just remembered the DLC playing through that. Yeah, I'm fine with that now. JRPGs, fighting games. Sorry, Daniel.
No Smash Bros. All fighting games gone.
Oh, is Smash Bros a fighting game?
Bros is
That's such a
absolutely a
stupid
fighting
question, but like, what's like Street Fighter?
It's a fighting game.
But they're the same. Okay, another sacrifice I'm willing to make.
All right.
Fighting games.
There's like 90% of Nintendo's revenue.
And Metroidvanias.
There goes the other 10%.
I just crippled Nintendo as a company.
Yeah. And most of the indie gamers.
Except for their platform games.
I guess compared to all the other companies out there, they'll do all right, I suppose.
Oh, wow.
All right. Well, okay. So now the crab is attacking Nega Earth where Daniel lives. And so Daniel is going to save the Earth by getting rid of probably sports games.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
sports games are
so
like,
good.
okay, no Mario Baseball, that kind of sucks, but like
That
at the
yeah.
end of the day, I'm okay with no sports games. Um, I am probably going to. Oh man,
Dude,
I thought I would
there's
have
a
a,
lot
an
of
answer to the
go to the
second one.
Wikipedia page, list of video
Okay.
game genres. Like it's reminding me how many genres there are in the world. You know, tower defense, real-time tactics, real-time strategy, MOBAs, auto battlers, artillery games. What is an artillery
Mm-hmm.
game?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that
I'm
is.
probably gonna get rid of the tower defense games just because
You wouldn't.
I would. I don't. I would be okay not playing a tower defense game again. Like they're fun, but
You're a terrible person and you should feel bad.
all right, tower defense is out. And only because we created the genre only about an hour ago, I'm going to get rid of crab games because that would also then appease the giant crab and hopefully stop him from coming back.
Okay, that's cheating. That's cheating. You just don't want to choose a third genre.
We invented a genre and you're not respecting my choice at this point.
I'll respect it, but give me a fourth contender for no reason. There you go.
That's not how these questions work.
Best of both worlds. Okay, casual game. Is that really a genre?
I don't think casual games is a genre.
Oh, apparently mobile games is a genre. Can we both just vote on that as your fourth one? Oh no, you like. There's some. What am I talking about? There's some good mobile games.
I'm gonna say we're gonna get rid of some trivia games.
Okay, yeah.
I think I could do without trivia games in my life.
All
There
right.
we go.
Great,
Email
great question.
Answered. That's going to bring us to some of the questions we've pulled out of our Discord podcast questions channel. Thank you so much for you guys who submit in there. It helps us get the podcast out and keep it fun.
I'm sorry. The last 8 messages in chat are people yelling at us for our choices.
All right, chat.
They hate us.
You post what games you would get rid of, and then we yell at you. This is how it's going to work now.
That's great. Yeah. Okay. So Discord. What Discord questions do we have?
All right. First one is, what is the least popular game that you are currently loving?
Ooh.
Least popular game that you are currently loving.
It's probably the train game. Like, apparently it came out 2 years ago and I never heard about it. So I would say it's
okay.
Of the games that I'm playing and loving right now. Like, there's not very many games that I'm playing and loving right now.
Right.
So
I feel like I was reading this wrong. In my head, I was like, what's a game that people generally hate but you like? But if it's just least popular, like it's just unknown completely.
Right. It's like you like it outside of a big fandom that exists for it.
Yes. Well,
so you can't say Undertale.
I haven't played it, but recently, but it is installed on my Switch with my new SD card. It's probably Mushroom Wars.
Nice. That's a good answer.
I don't know many people who know about Mushroom Wars, but it's a very fun, very simple RTS style. Like you send your guys from this house to that house and you take over little mushroom houses. It's very fun. I like it a lot. The following question is the opposite. What is the most popular game that you are currently loving?
Oh.
I don't know, man. Like, I wouldn't count Mortal Shell or Heroes of the Storm particularly popular.
Right. Mine is probably Divinity. Or Animal Crossing, obviously.
I think Animal Crossing probably counts.
Yeah.
The highest selling Switch game of all time is probably pretty popular. I would get rid. Sorry, I was reading Twitch chat about getting rid of genres, so I said the words "get rid of." It's hard to produce a podcast and record a podcast at the same time.
I would get rid of this game. Wait, no. It's too late. The giant crab's already devoured it.
He's just pulling the game boxes into his giant maw.
As soon as you say it, he's like, just sucks it
up. The game that I'm playing right now that is the most popular is probably whenever I was playing Dark Souls 1 on my Switch over the last week or two. Because
that game
turns out
pretty good.
Dark Souls not only very good, very popular, as everyone and their mother is making a Dark Souls-alike game nowadays.
It's true. Their mother is literally learning how to code so she can make, what's that dark shiny something that you played?
Star Wars Dark Souls now. I mean, how much else do you need? Once Disney is making a Dark Souls, then you know that you've officially hit the mainstream audience.
Star Wars Dark Souls.
That's Jedi. That's what it is.
Oh, I forgot Star Wars counted. I was picturing Mickey Mouse. Like, remember the art game of Mickey Mouse that came out? That was like a dark Mickey Mouse game.
Yeah.
Like that.
My wife loves that game.
But like the third one, but with Dark Souls mechanics.
I think that was Epic Mickey, right?
Yes, yeah, Epic Mickey.
Right? Gosh. But the dark themes of Dark Souls, I think that would be hilarious to apply to like Mickey and Co. Because you know how Kingdom Hearts takes like the over the top complicated JRPG storyline and throws Mickey Mouse in it? What if you took the like oppressively dark and disturbing Dark Souls world of sadness and despair and you threw Mickey Mouse and friends in it? That would be hilarious. I want to see someone try to do that.
Isn't that basically Epic Mickey?
I don't know. I've not played Epic Mickey.
It's pretty dark.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like
Okay.
it's a weird thing to exist, and it's 10 years old. Good night.
Well, they made a sequel, so it's relevant within the last 10 years.
Oh, did they really? Interesting,
Mhm.
interesting.
All right, and then our final question for the day is: do you like arcade games? Very short and simple.
Probably not.
Just no.
I mean, what came to mind? Like fighting arcade games came to mind. No. Pac-Man. No.
You
Like
don't like Pac-Man?
I'm trying to think of an arcade game that I do like. I liked Pac-Man when it was one of the 3 games that I owned on my iPod Touch Video back in 2003. I don't think that really is enough to make me want to say I like arcade games in general.
I really do. I think I'll go to an arcade and like today, I for tickets I might play like the Crossy Roads or the Cut the Rope arcade games. They're all just mobile game arcade games now. But you can go back and you can find like Time Crisis and the Jurassic Park shooting games, and those are fun. Uh, I
Oh, I
really like
guess
playing
those are
those.
fun. Like things you find at like Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, like light gun games.
Oh, okay, those are pretty fun.
Yeah, I really like playing. I like pushing arcade buttons, right? Like I'll play like the Simpsons game or like one of those brawler beat 'em up games. Those are fun. Um, though I will say, I think just last week I didn't mention it on the podcast because it was just a little thing, but I was cleaning out some stuff downstairs and I found my little plug and play joystick arcade box that has like Pac-Man and Galaga and Bosconian and Rally X and Dig Dug. You know that one?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
So, I pulled it out and I started playing Bosconian, which I've never heard of it outside of this plug and play. Like, I'm sure it was popular back in its day, but I played it on this thing as a kid and I got so good at it and I was just playing it for like 30 minutes on one run. I was just destroying Bosconian, man. It's a fun arcade game.
Bosconian. I'm looking at like highest grossing uh arcade games, and I would say these are I would say these are like typical arcade games. Like Pac-Man,
Uh-huh.
Space Invaders, Street Fighter, Donkey Kong. Like that's what I think of when someone says, "Do you like arcade games?" I don't
Those
think
games
of
are all great.
they were a stepping stone in the in the um in the pathway of life,
Sure. I
in
have
the
taken a
belly
different
button of
approach.
life.
Since becoming an adult, I've taken a different approach to arcade games. As a kid, I used to go in and I would have like my token allotment or whatever for the arcade. So you'd go in and you would start to just play a game and you would die once or twice and reset the game and then you'd be like, okay, I'm done with this one. Move on to the next one, right? And you would play like 9 or 10 arcade games. Well, nowadays, if I go to the arcade, like me and my wife will go a lot on like little dates to an arcade here and just drop 20, 30 bucks each and play games, but we'll pick one game that we want to play all the way through, even if it means we have to die and reset like 5 or 6 times.
Oh wow,
And you end up spending the same amount of time and the same amount of money, but you actually get to play all the way through a game instead of playing the first level like over and over again. And it's really, really fun. I've never done that before, before we started doing this. And we've actually completed 4 or 5 different games that way. And like, it was just a fun experience to go all the way through an arcade game, start to finish with someone.
that is pretty neat.
They have these ones now. It's like the light gun games, but you have like a turret, so it's mounted. And then they've added a mechanic to some of these games for co-op, where if you're both pointing at the same spot, you do like triple damage. So you have to like
Oh,
coordinate your targets and both shoot at the same thing. And then there's one at the end that will like it's like a pirate themed one, and it will rate your compatibility with your partner. And on like a love scale 0 to 100 at the end of the game. That one was so funny to
oh,
go and play
wonderful.
together.
Yeah, that does sound fun. So new arcade games, I'll say yes. Classic arcade games, nah. But I'm just a
Alright.
sucker for HD graphics.
Like the crab game on Nintendo Switch, right?
Yeah, oh,
Crisp HD.
dude, I have to see what that looks like when it comes out. I have to. After seeing Divinity on Switch, woo.
Alrighty. Well, if you guys have stuck around through the episode, thank you very much for joining us. Make sure to tell someone if you like this podcast, share it with them so that they can enjoy it as well. We are trying to grow the podcast a little bit. And we, just to recap today, we talked about all sorts of games like Mortal Shell, and a little bit of Dead Cells for me is mostly what I've been playing. We also talked a whole bunch about games that Jordan had been playing, a little bit of Animal Crossing, a little bit of Conduct Together and Divinity. But we also talked about some upcoming news like the Crab Fight for Switch, the various different deals you can find for the September deals, and some that are leaving for August. And last of all, we went over some great questions. So make sure to send in your questions throughout the week to the email address at patientplayerspodcast@gmail.com. Make sure to drop questions at the podcast questions channel on the Discord. Hang out with us in the Discord throughout the week. We're often on there playing games or hanging out, and you can join in and see us goofing around or maybe jump in a game with us at some point. And if you can give us a rating on the podcast, share it with someone, that'll help us out a lot. And we will see you on the next episode. Thank you for joining us.
See y'all.
Adios.